into acceleration, which is equal to F is equal to m times A, then A, yeah, that is acceleration, can be further simplified in the form of differential form of rate of change of velocity with respect to time per unit time. So m dv over dt must be equated with the centrifugal force, right? With the centrifugal force, correct? So again after further simplifying it, what shall we get? M dv over dx into dx over dt. Now this can be written because t is something which is totally, we need to simplify this dt, means we need to replace this dt. So what can we, how can we replace it? We can just put it dv over dx into dx over dt. That must be equal to mx omega square, right? Now this dx over dt can be further written as velocity, right? Which is the velocity, correct? So m times dv over dx into v, correct? This is equal to mx omega square, right? Now this dx is here, and in RHS we see that x is here, right? So what we can do, we can take this dx and it will be multiplied with the help of cross multiplication. So what shall we get? This m and m will also be cancelled. Okay, so finally we will get that v times dv is equal to x omega square dx. Okay, now again, which can be further simplified. Let's take the integral, which is from 0 to v dv is equal to omega square x dx. Now this x is basically the variable x, right? The variable position. So it has been given in the problem that the body starts from small r and it reaches to the circumference, correct? So it's getting changed from the initial position is small r and the final position is at the time when the ball reaches to the circumference. So it will be capital R, correct? Now here we need to solve this equation and we can simply solve it, correct? So what shall we get? Now look at here. Now integral v dv, it is simplified and written as v square by 2. What is that? Let's utilize this space. So it will be v square by 2 is equal to, now omega square, why it has come out from the integral? Because this is fixed, this is constant, correct? Now this is again x square by 2. X square by 2 means, what shall we write? We shall write capital R square minus small r square in brackets, correct? Now by 2, and 2 will be cancelled. So we will get the final value as, here the velocity v is equal to omega under root capital R square minus r square, right? This is the final answer. I hope you must have understood that how have we calculated the velocity of this particular ball which is passing through this groove and reaches to the circumference of this uniform circular disc, right? And the velocity is v is equal to omega times square root of r square minus small r square, correct? So omega is outside this square root, correct? Right. I hope you must have understood, and if you have some doubts, you can write some comment, right? I will be happy to resolve your all queries related to this particular problem. Thank you for watching. and wait for the next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.